taking care of you folks, giving you a tour of Galveston Harbor, and doing my absolute very, very best to find you folks some dolphins. Now, I cannot promise you will find dolphins. I will do my very best. But I can promise you this, you will not find them at your feet or on your phone, so keep an eye out on the water. Look for their dorsal fins to pop up. If you've seen them before, I do, please let me know where, and we'll go in there for a closer look. And if you folks have any questions throughout our stream today, please feel free to ask me. If I don't know the answer, believe me, I will definitely make up one that sounds really, really good. And I got some dolphin fun over here. Let's go for a closer look at them. Now, they show up on the right side of the boat up here. If any of you folks on the right side remain seated, you folks on the left side can then stand up. Hold your kids up like this one, that's fine. We'll go back and forth, right to left. And the best way to get a picture of these dolphins is just to record them on your phone. Then later on tonight, when you go back and watch that recording, when they come into your screen at just the right moment, pause it, get a still shot or a screenshot of that, and then you will have a fantastic photo. If you're unsure on how to do that on your phone, well, then just ask your kids. Believe me, they know. Now, what we're going to see up here is the Atlantic bottlenose dolphins. There's estimated to be about 600 Atlantic bottlenose dolphins right here in Galveston Harbor, with 400 of those being female. Yeah, not a bad place to be on bachelor dolphin here in Galveston. All right, keep an eye out until they come back up for us again. That might not work, I don't know. Yeah, look, there they are, I see them over there. Probably not put them on the left side, actually, since you saw them first. Yeah, we'll go back and forth right to left. For now, I'll keep on the right side over here. Keep an eye out. There they are. Dolphins will range from about 3 feet long as a baby up to 15 feet long as an adult. They can weigh up to 1,400 pounds. They can jump to heights of 20 feet high. Yeah, it's probably big. It's probably as long as big as your body.
Right there, did you see it? Did you see it? That's a dolphin.
But there is one member of the dolphin family that'll grow up to 40 feet long. Does anyone know what it is? No, you do? Come on. That's right. The orca, the killer whale. It's not a whale at all, it's actually a big dolphin. Mini sharks. These dolphins will hold their breath for 7.5 minutes, which is exactly 7 minutes and 15 seconds longer than I can. So if you see something like this, it might be a moment or two before you see them again. Just bear with them. They can dive down to depths of 1,000 feet deep, and right here we're in 52 feet of water. However, these dolphins are mammals and they have to breathe air, so it's often been asked, do they have to breathe air? How do they sleep? Well, a dolphin will actually shut half its brain down up to 12 hours at a time to sleep, just like most men. That one half their brain sleep, another half remains active, and they can alternate sides. So ladies, when you ask your man what he's thinking about, he says nothing. Believe me when I tell you that man is thinking about nothing. Half his brain's asleep. I know, that explains so much. You're welcome. Yeah. Good, your mind's worth right there. Boat captain, dolphin watch, marriage counts, that got you covered. there's no sharks in here. The one shark that I did see that tried to come in here last year was about a 10 to 12 foot hammerhead. He made it to the mouth of the harbor, and that's about as far as he got. That's when the Dolphins destroyed it. Within minutes, he was belly up. We watched it happen on one of our tours. Right next to us. They're very protective of this harbor. This is where they breed and give birth. Bubbles right here to the left side, very close. There they are.
Dolphins.
And the average lifespan of a dolphin is about 40 years old. Up to the right side now. It's about 40 years old. We have one here in the harbor. I saw her this morning. She has 3 distinct scars on her dorsal fin. Her name is Emma. And Emma is about 52 years old, and she's doing very, very well. Not that 52 is old, just saying. But in dolphin years, it might be. And the gestation period for a female dolphin is 12 months. Down to the left side again. When the female dolphins at 12 months, unlike you ladies having 10 months, so they give birth about every 2 to 3 years up until they die. Right. So all the dirty oil, all the oil goes into, and then the water gets separated back to the Gulf. Right in front there to the left, there they are. 1, 2, 3 together. Dolphins are back here playing. Yeah. We'll keep it PG for now.
It's right here. It's coming towards the boat.
The right side.
Does the one with the neck have an egg?
I don't know that one.
Oh, there it comes. That's pretty cool, isn't it? They'll come back up in a little while though, because they have to breathe. That's what I want to be there. Look, there they are. 3 of them. Look.
The pot and the lime, they nurse her back to health. And she is here in the harbor somewhere on a second chance of life, doing very, very well. And Ashley will actually get right next to us on top of the water, and she'll actually kind of roll and rub her body on the boat. And I think she does that because she likes or she misses the human interaction she got when they saved her. It's like dolphin, like windsurfed dolphin, yeah. All right, let's let them go if we're going to keep on cruising down here. Building with a blue top and a yellow seahorse painted on it, that's a botel. That's a hotel for your boat, a botel. They'll put it up on a rack, you can call ahead and they'll bring it down for you. I'm sure that comes with a heavy price tag, like most anything with a boat does. In my opinion, there's two good days for a boat owner. The day they buy it and the day they sell it. There's an acronym for the word boat, B-O-A-T, break out another 1,000. It's a very fun hobby, but it can be a very expensive one too. And the boats you're going to see back here in front of us are all part of Galveston's offshore shrimping fleet. These shrimp boats will head offshore for 35 to 45 days with a crew of 4. They'll sleep all day, they'll shrimp all night, and they'll come back to port with anywhere from about 300 to 580-pound bags of shrimp. This is where your tasty shrimp cocktails and jumbo shrimp come from, right back here. Okay, for the ghost story, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Many years ago, all around us right now were waterfront homes owned by local fishermen. And when the hospital in front of us came to town, they started offering folks 3 times the amount their house was even worth to get them all to move out, so they could then level the house and build the hospital. Well, everyone took that deal, except for one old man, Mr. William Wallace. He said, nope, I've lived here my entire life. You're not taking my house from me or my view of this harbor. So they fought back and forth over it. They took the old man to court, and they fought back and forth some more over it. And eventually, well, unfortunately, the stress of it all caused the old man to pass away. So the house was then left to his kids. Several months later, the hospital came to his kids and offered them twice the amount this time for the house. They took that deal right away and sold his house. So I'm going to show you where the old man's house once was and where the new building they built right in its place now stands. On the very first day of completion of that new building, on the very top floor in the concrete square, an outline of the old man's face appeared, plain as day. So they pressure washed it. They sandblasted it. They could not get it off. Finally, they had to acid wash it, and that's what took their face off. The next day, on the second floor, the old man's face appeared again. Well, they said, okay, well, that's kind of creepy, but we know how to do this now. They acid washed it, and again, it did take the face off. The third day, as you might guess, on the bottom floor, the old man's face appeared again. Well, right below that concrete square is a door that leads right into the bottom of the building. They thought, well, if we acid wash the face off there a third time, he just might go in that door and then haunt the building, and we don't want that. So they left it there. And I'm going to show you where you can still see an outline of the old man's face overlooking the harbor directly from where his house once was.
Please go behind us.
Alright, look to the front left side of us. You're going to see that black and white boat called the King Arthur. Look behind the King Arthur. There's 3 palm trees. Look behind the first palm tree right now. Above that white trailer on the wall of the building is where you're going to see the outline of Mr. William Wallace's face. Right over here in the shadow of the building.
Oh my God.
There he is. That's Mr. William Wallace. That's where his house was. He was a retired Texas Ranger.
They curse. They are cursed.
You can look it up. You can read about it, and you'll see a picture of the old man. That's a striking resemblance of what you see right there. And if you notice, the two concrete squares right above it, they're kind of lighter in color, a little bit more smooth in texture, where the face once was at one time. They had to ask to wash it off. That's what I was saying. They wash it off. You might go in that door. That's what they don't want. Now, if you look up William Wallace, you're going to end up watching the Baywatch movie with Mel Gibson, which is not a bad thing. It's a good movie, but you won't find this. So you got to look up the Galveston. If you folks want to eat, woo, look at them splashing around right here. Yeah. If you folks want to eat there is one thing that you have to get while you're there. It's one of my favorites. The shrimp kisses. Dear Lord, they are amazing. Shrimp wrapped in bacon with melted cheese. Oh my gosh, you lost me at bacon. They're really, really good. Gotta get them. And this beautiful white yacht right here to the left side of us, the boardwalk. That's my little rowboat. No, don't I wish. That belongs to local billionaire, Mr. Tillman Fertitta. He owns the Houston Rockets basketball team, Lanterns Incorporated, the Golden Nugget Casinos, the Kima Boardwalk, the Pleasure Pier, that restaurant, basically Galveston. The boardwalk is a beautiful boat, and it comes with a beautiful price tag, too. Any guesses?
$1 million.
Right? Yeah, $40 million.
Gosh.
That does not include the helicopter that lands on the top deck.
Whoa.
Yeah, Jerry Jones is a whole lot bigger than this. I've been on it a few times, though. It's beautiful inside now. I was a captain one time. That's all it's up. Never again. No, no, no. Drama, drama, drama.
Oh, no. Let it go to the back.
Sure.
Yeah. There's some
They are. They're to the right side, though. Alright folks, this does conclude our tour. I hope you all enjoyed the cruise and my commentary of the area. We had a great show with Dolphins today. If you enjoyed the cruise, please tell your friends and family. If you happen to get some good photos of the Dolphins that we saw, please be sure to tag us on your social media accounts at Baywatch Dolphin Tours. Feel free to write me a review if you like it. Google reviews or TripAdvisor or Facebook. Either one of those sites is fine. Once again, my name is Captain Adam. If you did not enjoy it, well then my name is not Captain Adam. Give it to yourself. And folks, I do work for tips. If you want to tip me, that would be great. And you can do so much